backspin, backspin. Hey guys, and welcome to the eBaTT tutorial. Again, I'm home, just like you guys. I'm going to try and give you another nice tutorial to help you with your forehand topspin stroke. And you can do this beautifully at home and potentially upscale your game. Okay, so tip number one is basic target practice with your forehand topspin. Or if you want, you can play this with your backhand as well. I do not take any responsibility for anyone who's complaining, your neighbors, your wife, your husband, your daughter. It's all your fault. But try and practice this because really it can help you with your game a lot. So first one, I'm going to go for the topspin. Good height, there we go. I hit it straight to the topspin. I'm going for the forehand float, which I got there, and then I'm going up to the backhand. I hit all three targets. Random, I can go forehand, so I mean float, backspin, topspin, topspin. You can also change your display. You can go like this, but this is more for changing of the angle. Or you can go sideways and you can start to work on your placement in terms of width. Tip number two is understanding the angle, how the angle changes. So the first ball I'm going topspin, therefore I need to have a closed angle with my bat because the ball wants to kick up. The second ball is float, and when you get float ball, it doesn't really want to go down or up. It kind of ricochets off your bat. Or if you've got a little bit of backspin, it will drop a little bit. If you've got lots of backspin, the ball wants to go shooting down. So that's where you have to change the angle for these three different strokes. Topspin. Backspin, I lift up. So I grab three balls, I go backspin, I lift up, float, and topspin. If you got a very heavy backspin ball, you should be aiming to hit the ball at around 22.5 degrees, and you're going up. The trajectory then lifts upwards. Float ball, you're still kind of going up, but with more of a 45-degree trajectory. You're with your bat angle at point of contact. And then the last one, if you get a topspin ball, then that's where you want to be hitting in and around 75-degree angle, and you're going more forward this way. And tip number three here is when you're going to try and implement into more match scenarios. So for example, someone's pushed the ball at me. I'm aiming then to do a topspin ball, lift it up because it's got backspin and it wants to go down. Then let's say they have blocked the ball. Blocking is a general kind of flat, a little bit of topspin ball that I will get, and that will allow me then to do a more of a forward motion. Probably I will aim to do that as a more of a float ball. If someone's countered me, which means they've given me lots of topspin back, then I'll be aiming to hit more forward at around 72.5-degree angle and aiming for the T on the piece of paper. So let's have a little look. I'll go very basic to start off with. So let's go backspin. I lift up, and then I've got a block ball back, so I'm aiming for the float. And I did just that. Then you can upscale it by having two balls at the same time. Let's say I've got a topspin ball and then someone's chopped it because they're a defensive player. So then I'll go topspin and backspin. So I've lifted, I've changed the angles of my bat and I've adjusted to the scenario. I have to give myself a scenario because obviously I haven't got a partner. All right, so think outside the box, try and experiment with it, and then you can upscale it again. you can go 3 balls at the same time. So for example, let's say someone has served backspin to me. I will lift up, let's pretend it's a long serve. Then I'm doing a topspin off a floatish or block ball, and then I'm getting a counter, and then I'm gonna topspin over the ball. So I'm doing 3 different scenarios. So I grab 3 balls, I go backspin, I lift up, float, and topspin. And again, you can upscale it even one more time. Potentially, if you can hold 4, maybe even 5 balls, then you can give yourself 3 or 4 or 5 different instructions, and you're having to adapt very, very quickly. I think it's a lovely exercise, and you can even upscale it even more if you want. Put yourself more pieces of paper around, and then you can start moving your targets in terms of left and right, rather than just adapting the angles. Thanks. Please share, please subscribe, hit that like button, give me a comment. I want to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. Another hugely important element is making sure that you spin the ball. A lot of players, what they'll do is they'll hit the ball, and then it will travel, hit the wall or whatever you've got there, and then it will kind of die or slowly move forward. It's so important that you put topspin on the ball, because you're basically emulating that forehand topspin that you would do in a match. So you put lots of topspin, and what should happen, as soon as you hit the wall, it should hit the floor and then spin back towards the wall. See, if I put topspin on the ball, you can see the ball really kicks back. There, lots of spin, no spin on the ball, right through the ball, and you should see it kind of just dies. Topspin on the ball, and then you see the ball spinning forward. Forward, up, through the ball, topspin, topspin, float, open up, topspin, and through the ball. Open up, topspin, through the ball.